When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the Yukon Huskies. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and Dave Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but
there he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
Oh, it's a heat.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes
wow.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Oh, man.
A lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players.
2 opportunities to make plays, and we just didn't.
Opening drive, they go right down the field. They score a touchdown. They made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
that back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Rogers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air, it's Hart. He's got it. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll run it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Gives it on the option. And into the
Dude, that's such a cheesy play.
Hawkeyes. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
I know he thinks he can house
Dude,
every return, but sometimes you just
everybody
have
in
to
this
take a
league
knee
is
as
just
he
fucking
stopped his
cheesy.
own team. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Reads it.
Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come on.
Holding on the
Like,
offense,
get the fuck out of here.
and go at it again.
This is ridiculous.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never
What
had a
the
chance to
actual
complete.
fuck is going
This
on
point,
right now?
trailing by a lot. The defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field,
Like, you
windows
can't
are
make this shit
have
up.
better timing to complete
Oh
that.
my god.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers.
Dude.
Converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Durham.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's
Come
Durham.
on, bro.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Just forgot how to fucking play football.
Direct snap. Wow, through the defense. He
This
just
is
needed
so
a yard on
fucking
third
crazy.
down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalties. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Hart. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Looking for room, it's Coleman. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire
Get the
country.
fuck out of here,
Great
bro.
penetration by this defense, and they knock him down
This
behind the
dude
line.
hasn't had to make
Loss 1.
one fucking play
Man,
all
it's
game.
nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you
Just
call, man,
give
how
it
about him
to him.
getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there. Saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Hawkeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for room. It's Edwards.
It's like,
At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open.
like, come on, bro. Oh my God.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year.
Why do they even have to try?
Touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the
This
studio
is
now and
amazing.
check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Western Michigan was far from the friendly confines of Kalamazoo, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. Whistle blows. We are at this 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 2nd down coming up. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a 1st down for UConn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marine. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
From the gun, the ground game.
Dude, they can make a user play, please, and just hold up fucking blocks.
Awesome
Like,
job
my
in front by
God.
this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Hart. Looking to the big tight end.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
They ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. UConn quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got him in. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Hart. Looking for his man. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Going for 6. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Let's go! Let's go! They'll leave it with him. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels...
Bring it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Unloads quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Hart. He wants to take the top off. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Here's the pressure.
You're dropping defensive linemen in the coverage, bro.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open.
They're playing man and man and got fucking defense on.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores and fast. With the catch, it's Rodgers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Fires to the wideout. And it's
this game is fucking retarded, bro.
4th down is to no avail.
Fucking gave it to him.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quarterback adapting. Fires downfield. Connection to the right.
Jesus,
They
bro.
ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws to the wideout.
Dude, this thing is cheesy as fuck.
Move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the
It's just as
second.
bad as the
You're down
Maryland
2
got,
possessions.
for
You
real.
need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs.
Listen, if you're playing this tight up, I should be able to fucking...
Had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Oh, and he just dropped it. So
Such
close
a
to his
fuck.
2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Hart. And the pass is
Get the
incomplete.
fuck out of here, bro. Like,
This
come on.
defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so
Like,
quick,
dude,
and because of the
they
hit,
have given him literally everything.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pulls it in. It's Lee.
Like, literally everything, bro. This guy has got.
They have a first down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Like, dude, he's playing this far up.
Between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And he's going to be able to cover it deep perfectly. Like, make it make sense.
Try to make the connection this time. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Make it make sense, bro. It doesn't.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the ground, it's Edwards. Jukes his way for more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through the tackle. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff to the single running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Scrambling away.
Actually, get the fuck out of here.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Running to the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Snares it outside. It's Edwards. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding
still
game.
fucking sweating it out.
Game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught behind the line.
Dude, like,
that completion gets to
he
the
has not
inside
had to
10,
make a
and the
real
defense
football
is
read
running out of room to
this
defend.
whole game. Like,
Man
he
down
makes
on
a
the
wrong
plays, the
read,
officials take a break to
and
let
he
him be
just
checked out.
makes
Really
my guy
need to
fall.
pick up
Like,
this conversion
yeah,
and
nation.
avoid having to settle for the field goal.
There's nothing I can do this game.
Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Why is he going for it here? Is he trying to run up the score?
And it's knocked away.
Bro, you running up the score against Utah, man.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Hart. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Fareed. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Didn't pick up a lot
dude.
there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big leads, and you can
Chased
play
down
big
by
zone
fucking
coverages.
defensive
Just keep the ball
tackles.
in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Route.
And he is finding wide
Yeah, this guy was
defenders
fucking
all over
through
the
there.
field. His third interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 26.
He just motions and tries to run
Here's the
straight to
mindset
the
of your
sideline.
offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Moulton. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Imagine running up the score against fucking Utah.
They tack a
Iowa.
little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum?
Kick it in the middle this
And
time.
who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton.
I see why you don't kick it in the middle, because you can't
He stopped
throw
there,
a
but
kick
good
without
return
fucking
coming
cheesing.
out of his own end zone, gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll try to do it himself.
See, bro, you can't even do nothing when he just does that shit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had
Get
it,
the
but
fuck out of here, bro.
to his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're
This
still
is just funny at this point, bro.
You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that.
He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And what a surprise. The offense will stay on the field to try it yet again on 4th down. 0 for 5 so far. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go
So,
right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw. It's hard.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this
Fuck
guy
it, let's
have
kick
too
a
much
field
time
goal.
to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the kick splits the upright, so at least they salvage that. Time is expired. 3 points on total. Still coming up well short, and this one is all over. Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. And this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Delaware Blue Hens taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida International Panthers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Blue Hens will put it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit more than Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football sometime.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult for our opponents.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Using his legs, it's Ellison. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. Third down, he drops to throw. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
By the defense in the back end that time, he made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum.
There he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense, and then he couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The short hands, it's Silver. And they'll knock him down. And the Blue Hens want to move quickly. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Blue Hens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. There are penalties you sort out. That one's going to linger. He'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Ellison. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short...
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss. He can take it out.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are looking at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go, ready to go. Out of the gun, the inside. Out to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little face for your running.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Ready. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Delaware.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Grab behind the line, it's Owens. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback extends the play. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride in their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida International. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed over the middle. It's worth going. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
I know that one falls incomplete. I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball. Right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's got it ran across the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Gets it to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Finds his man. It's Stone. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Dances away. That's caught. It's McNeil. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Knocked down for the tackle. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's McNeil. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's the good pickup spot at the 25-yard line.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Panthers have it with a first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go right back to it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do you do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. At the 30. 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Panther. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up.
Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them.
And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line. They'll give it to the back.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Catch in the middle, it's LeBoy. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Florida International offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Owens. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and of course they go out and get it.
They go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
FIU set up with another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch them napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting it 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. On the run, it's Ellison. stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's McNeil. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. There was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stuff.
Touchdown, Panthers, and the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take the deep shot. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds a soft spot in the middle.
He threw it
Really
right to my
nice
foot.
job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the easy one to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Hustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got to win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Silver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play doesn't feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to swing it on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The tag. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown FIU. They built a little cushion and got closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And I think this offense is all but surrender, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Got it in the middle. It's Silver. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling.
Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking for space. It's Silver. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Hands it off. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Dropping back, it's Ellington. Quickly complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Creates a little space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The give. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here we go. To the air, it's Ellington. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The screen, he's got wheels. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Bearcats! Great job by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's go! Let's go! From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A run for the quarterback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback keeps it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got just enough to force the defense to stay honest. You have to account for this guy's ability to tuck the football and run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Ellington. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He'll toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the ground with the back. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kentucky. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them.
Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout. He'll pull it on the read. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now they're keeping the football. Nice job.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Find some fresh air. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Pace, 27.
Looking for space. It's Covey. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. To throw, it's Ellington. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Ellington. Using his feet to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a connection. They just gashed the defense on that one and got it down to the 23. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bearcats will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Rebels offense is back on the field. The hand to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Let's go! Let's go! Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Ellington. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Steps away to find some room. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tag in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Crosses to 40. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Vegas.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, racing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hits the afterburners. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught in the backfield. It's Covey. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go, here we go. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Military stun! Military stun!
The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hilton. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Rebels in the hurry up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Fights off the defender. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now on second down. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Pace, 27, jump!
On the option. Quick toss. There he goes. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
To the ground and try to pick up the first. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. It's a seam wide open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets the back moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking downfield, it's Ellington. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They beat him again. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Ellington. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party move, the consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Four-face bait. Charcoal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up, and You're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.